My grandson, now happily married, once came to me with tired eyes and a heavy heart. He had been suffering from insomnia. One evening he asked, "Grandpa, did folks in your days actually deal with sleeping issues? Or is this just a modern curse?" I admitted to him right then that for a long, grueling stretch of my own life, I lived in that same gray fog. I knew those endless nights, the way your thoughts start to pace the floor when your body can't, and that bitter feeling of the sun coming up before you've even had a chance to say goodbye to yesterday. I told him that for many years, I struggled the same way he was struggling now. But over time, through trial, mistakes, and patience, I learned ways to overcome it. That's when he leaned forward and asked, "How did you overcome it, Grandpa?" The first lesson: respect the clock. I told him the first thing I learned was consistency. Healing didn't begin with sudden breakthroughs. It began with respecting the clock. I stopped waking up and sleeping whenever I felt like it. No more drifting through nights and mornings without structure. Even on weekends, I rose at the same time. At first, it felt uncomfortable, but the body learns patterns quickly. Once it knows when rest is coming, it stops fighting it. Slowly, my nights grew calmer and my mornings less heavy. My mind followed my body's lead, and the constant tension began to ease. By giving my body predictable rhythms, I created space for healing to happen naturally. In the end, I realized something simple. Instead of setting an alarm to wake up, set one to go to bed. Somewhere along the way, this generation got it backward. The second lesson: don't steal from the night. I told him this lesson is the one many people learn the hard way. Long naps, especially late in the day, feel like kindness, like listening to your body. But the night has a memory. Every hour you borrow from the day gets reclaimed after dark. You lie in bed wondering why sleep won't come, not realizing it already visited earlier. The night deserves its own space, quiet, untouched, respected. Sometimes daytime exhaustion isn't a command to escape, but a message asking you to respond differently. Instead of taking naps, I learned to move, walk a little, drink water, breathe deeply, stay present. Small choices, but powerful ones. When I stopped stealing from the night, I didn't just sleep better, I woke up better. And maybe that's the lesson for you too. Protect your nights, and your mornings will begin to heal. The third lesson: don't trust alcohol with your rest. I warn him about this, but it's a lesson many of you need to hear. Alcohol can feel like a shortcut to sleep. One drink, two drinks, and suddenly your body feels heavy, your mind quiet. It seems like rest is finally here. But that calm is a trick. Alcohol doesn't give you real sleep, it steals it. It shatters deep rest, leaving your body half awake even as your eyes close. You fall asleep faster, only to wake in the middle of the night, restless and alert. Morning comes, and the exhaustion lingers, stubborn and heavy. I learned that real rest can't be forced, and it certainly can't be borrowed from a bottle. True sleep comes naturally, when the body feels safe, steady, and balanced. Alcohol interrupts that rhythm, turning relief into fatigue. Once I stopped trusting alcohol with my nights, my sleep became deeper, quieter, and far more healing. And maybe for you, the reminder is this: protect your nights, and your body will thank you in the morning. The fourth lesson: teach your mind to slow down. I learned that sleep doesn't start the moment you lie down. It begins long before that. Every evening, I gave myself a little quiet time. No TV, no loud noise, no intense exercise close to bedtime. Just gentle routines that whispered to my mind, the day is ending. I moved slowly, stretched, let my body cool down. Those quiet hours before sleep became sacred, a space to release the tension of the day. I realized rest isn't just about lying down. It's about creating a rhythm, signaling to your body that it's time to rest. By teaching my mind to slow down, my nights became softer, deeper, truly restorative. Sleep stopped feeling like something I had to chase. It became something I could invite. And maybe for you, the lesson is this: give yourself the space to slow down, and rest will come more easily than you ever imagined. He tried these lessons patiently, not all at once, but one by one. Each small change built on the last. Slowly, his sleep returned. Nights grew longer, deeper, more peaceful. Mornings became lighter, clearer, full of energy he hadn't felt in years. The transformation wasn't instant, but it lasted, shaped by patience, consistency, and respect for his body's natural rhythm. One day he came back to me and said, "Grandpa, you should share these lessons with the world. Maybe it will help someone out there." So here they are, not medical advice, but lived wisdom passed from one generation to another. These are just the first 4 of 10 lessons. If you learned something here, share it with a brother, sister, or friend. They may benefit too. And if you want the rest of the lessons, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Because real rest isn't just for one person. It's a gift we can pass along.